well, we finally got Amaya out. Well, it wasn't that difficult, but she wasn't impressed with coming out. And it just gives me a good opportunity to have her just let go of her tail a little bit, Dale, and let her untwist fractionally. And as you can see, her yellow bands there are a lot brighter compared to my last video with Amaya. She loves to wiggle, and she just doesn't stop wiggling at all.
Smells like she's done a poo.
Oh, no, she hasn't done a poo, although I will completely check in her enclosure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the jungle gym, because she could really do with getting around and having an explore. She's full of energy when she comes out, and I wanted to burn off some of that. And the way to do that is to, put her, you'll hear a young boy growling down there. It's early in the morning, and that's how my day starts, pretty much. So if you would like to put, pretty good in that position right now. So yeah, it was just my boy wanting to, well, Noah, wanting to have a little bit of time.
I don't know what she's doing.
I will help you.
I don't want to.
Just let her get a good grip. There we go. And we might be able to see a little bit of her colour. You know, they're not solid. They're sort of very freckledy.
That way.
I'm going to move her so she can't go anywhere. Except on this jungle gym. There we go. But it stops, and she's just totally butter colour right down the middle of her back, and of course then she has the side patterns. So they've certainly come out a lot more after this shed. It's taken Amaya a little while to colour up, and though we can't see her at the moment because she's hiding all the way down there somewhere, I don't know.
She's under, like, going near that.
Where she's going. You're making this very difficult, Amaya, to try and find you down there.
She's right there.
What are you doing?
I like it how when she's in the dark, she's got those really red eyes.
Yeah. And that's the albino. They have red eyes. That sort of tells you that they're albino.
Nan, is Jessie a big size to breed Jessie and Lily together to make a clutch?
Jessie and Lily?
Yeah.
Yes, I could, but I don't, and I'm not going to do that at this particular point. Not with, if you are here in Australia, you will know that there are some changes going on with the rules and regulations here. They haven't been brought in yet, but from what I hear, a lot of people are just not going to be very happy, and I don't blame them because I'm not happy. There will be no such thing as what would be the hobbyist that occasionally breeds their snakes. That is just going to disappear. So I'll make a move and come back up. I have to follow her around, guys. But yeah, some big changes, and I certainly do hope that they don't all come in. I mean, it's one thing that, you know, the fee levels may come up in price, but there's so many more changes, and I've read through it briefly, and I know it's going to affect everybody here in Australia that has exotic pets, birds, mainly, you know, our reptiles and our birds here. Already there are strict rules associated to birds, but you know, it is basically saying, as a hobbyist, you cannot keep more than 5 snakes. That is really something for me. You know, that is, you know, I'm a recreational person. I am not a breeder. As such, I would be in a position now where I cannot breed unless I pay massive amounts, be a business, and the definition is, if you breed and you sell, you're a business. And even if you only bred, every second season, you would still be in that classification as a business. They're also putting guidelines on being able to breed your bigger snakes, such as your coastals. They've kind of put it out there that your maculosa and children's are going to be fine, and anybody can breed and sell them. But bigger snakes, the rules are, just ridiculous. And even accidental pregnancies, it comes down to, you can't sell those babies unless you have the license to sell those babies. Any gain, it doesn't matter. If money changes hands, you've sold, well, we do know that, you've sold and you've gained financially. That is going to hurt a lot of, I mean, in some ways it'll get rid of some of these crappy backyarders. I agree, it will. But not all of them are crappy backyarders either. They're doing an amazing job and giving us the variety that we can have here in Australia. And a lot are going to shut their doors, and it's not going to be available. And what is it going to do with our maculosa breeds, such as Maya and Apani and children's? Is that all we're really going to have out there? Like, and if you wish to have a coastal or jungle and so forth, your license is on a different category. And if you want to breed, it's a different one again. It's just changing to the degree that, for me, what it's going to do, it's all going to be done behind closed doors. Everybody has contacts. Everybody knows others. And they're just not going to be recorded. The books aren't going to be written up. It's going to be done behind closed doors anyway, and I don't think that is the way to do it. And in honesty, there are so many, people that don't have a license at all. And I guess they're trying to rectify that, but they're killing the people that have got licenses and are doing the right thing. I think I currently like paying $70 odd for my license, and I think my license went for 5 years, because that was way back then. But now they're looking at charging $230 odd for 3 years, which in a way is okay. That's, you know, what it is. But it's not just the fees. It's all these other rules, and there's a couple of months before it goes to Parliament, and it will be dreadful should it all be signed off on. And I know there's a lot of, sorry, I'm not really, I don't know where she actually is with the head. She's gone into this little hammock here. It's going to affect a lot of people. A lot of people are going to close down. And I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. I'd like to know more about their reasoning for what they're going and why they're doing it. I don't understand it. Are we going to end up with millions of little spotteds and children's out there? Because that's what's available. They want to, they're kind of saying, yeah, that it may, you know, take in snakes from the wild. Well, if you're a decent person, you don't do that anyway unless you've got the permit to actually do it. And if people are out there taking these reptiles from the wild and taking them home, then they're the ones that are making trouble for us that do the right thing and wouldn't even dream of doing that. So a lot suffer because others' stupidity, and it's those people, they need to be the ones that have their butts kicked, not us that do the right thing. So, you know, I am against people that don't have a license, you know, and she's just going to go and lay in here. So we can't kind of see her unless maybe, there she is, hiding in the little hammock. So nice.
First time a snake has ever run into.
Yeah, well, it is the first time, but I put it there for that. Hang on, I'll try and, I can't get around there. I'll try and go there. And you might see her. It's a bit dark in there, eh? And now I lost my train of thought, but yeah. I would just like to see the reasoning behind it more, and what it's going to do, what it's going to prevent, what it's going to make better, what is going to change, how is this going to change. And I think for the worse, but that's just my opinion. And a lot of people are worried. A lot of people are worried. And I'm just a small individual. I will be sending an email, you know, through to some people. You know, I think the more that people say something about how they feel about this, the better, of course, whether you're big or small or otherwise. Say something. Don't sit there in silence and hope that it's just going to go away, because it isn't. So, yeah, look up the website. Go in. Leave an email. State how you feel. Let others know that you're there and that you're concerned, you're worried how this is going to have an impact on all of us, big or small. So I'm sorry for the, you know, didn't see much of a Maya at all. As I said, lazy girl, just finds a little hidey hole and goes in and lays down and goes to sleep. So anyway, guys, you take care of yourself, your family, and thanks, Amaya, for just doing this, and all your animals, just snakes. Ciao.